Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. Huh? How y'all doing? It's drizzling and I had to come out. And y'all, lesson learned. I'm in a lesson right now and I'm learning. I'm nervous about it, but of all the days, it would be today that I am really having to walk by faith. Yeah, you heard what I said. Of all the days, the day that it's drizzling, the day that it's raining, the day that we are under, weather watch. Today is my day that I got to walk by faith. Yeah. Get in here. How y'all doing on today? I give y'all enough time to get in. Today is the day. I was on the phone talking to William Maine, my little sugar pre, and we were chatting, and I told him the topic I wanted to talk about because I put it up this morning. Faith without works is dead. That's what I had put up. I didn't realize today that I was going to be operating in it. But I knew, Mother Sally Rachel, how you been? But I knew that it wouldn't be dead if I worked it. It didn't say that it was just dead. It said faith without works is dead. So in other words, it ain't dead if you work it. Drop down, flip it, and reverse it. Well, let me tell you what happened real quick. Because I don't know how many people I got on here. Facebook today is just not showing it to me. I'm driving, so right now I greet everybody. I can do our morning song, but I can't call out names because I'm focused on the road. Y'all, I'm walking by faith today because I done went and lost my cane. And I have been walking without a cane. I have been so nervous walking without this cane. I have the thing that God has not given us, and that's a fear that I may fall. But oh, today, while it's raining, while it's wet, and Kroger's had butter on sale, and I got up to go get this butter to bake these cakes for $3 and some change. I'm working and walking by faith. I know I came at the house with my cane, but between trying to get a buggy, because so many people was there, I was walking with a regular buggy, and I got one of the little go-kart scooters, and I left my cane in the buggy. Now, instead of somebody turning it in, a person saw an opportunity to take that cane for their good, because Kroger said nobody turned in a cane, just the envelope. Now, some people don't care if you handicapped. They don't care that you need it, that's your third leg. It was free. It was free, and they took advantage of it. That's all. That's all. That's it. And that's all. And so now today, whether I like it or not, I'm going to have to walk by faith. I ain't got no choice. The only way I'm going to get in my house today is I better walk by faith. Well, my legs ain't dead. Evidently, my balance needed a little more faith, because I'm walking. And I'm having to do it on one of the wettest days. Because see, here's the thing. We got to quit testing the Lord's gangster. We got to stop testing the Lord's gangster. We done told everybody in the family. We done told all our friends, all our prayer partners, all our everything that we are connected to, the people in the women's club, the mothers board. We done told everybody our problems, even God. But what I learned for me, I don't run to people with my problems if you can't help me solve. I don't run to nobody with my problems that's in worse shape than I am and they can't help me solve. I am not going to bring you no problems concerning no money when I know you struggling and you ain't got no money to give me. I am not going to go to the eye, ear, and throat doctor when I got bone spurs in my foot. I am not going to go and get counsel from someone concerning some situations or my credit when yours is in worse shape than mine. So if I'm going to take it to the Lord in prayer, then I got to have the faith to believe that it's not dead. I got to have the faith to make it work in my favor. I remember when I was growing up, my daddy used to say, I'm going to work it out. Give me a minute. Let me figure it out. And so while we trying to figure it out, God's already worked it out. So we have to have the faith to know we can conquer anything. I know that the God that I serve is already aware of the condition in my foot. So if he ever allowed me to stand up, I put my own groceries in the back of the car. Now, my husband told me don't get nothing out because I was finna go home and cook. He told me don't get nothing out because I don't want you to slip up. It's raining harder where we live. He said, just wait on me. I'm on my way. But nevertheless, I have to understand that sometimes we get on God's nerves, constantly telling him the same thing he already knows. You done laid it before him. I could not stand when Kelby and them and Philip and them would worry me growing up. Over and over and over. Wait on my answer. Wait on my decision. I already know. Quit badgering me. Mama, can I have? Mama, can I have? No, not yet. Mama, can we go to the game? Mama, can we go to the game? Mama, you gonna take us? No. Mama, please, I think about it. But mama, you gonna do this? Mama did that, mama, and I would be like, but I already know you done made your request known. You done put it before me. You gotta have the faith for the outcome in your life. You gotta have the faith that can conquer. But now faith just don't come. It just don't come. It just don't come because you heard about it. It comes when you work it. Faith, you don't even know if you got faith until you go through some things that test your faith. You don't know how hard you believe in somebody or in God until you're in a situation that only God can help you. You can say he Jehovah Jireh, your provider, but if you ain't never been so low that he is the only one that could provide for you, you really don't know. You can't never say that he's your healer if you never have been sick. We'd never know that we had anything if we didn't have a problem so that God could solve it. So it ain't dead. Now it might be sleep. But what I'm reminded, just say it is dead. Because faith without the works is dead. So say you haven't been working your faith. What the faith? You haven't been working your faith. Without it, it's dead. But I'm reminded that God wakes up dead situations. And when he spoke faith without works is dead, the same way he spoke over Lazarus when he said all sickness is not unto death. Now Jesus wept, but after he wept, Jesus had to get his faith together. Martha and Mary crying, and Martha saying, if you hadn't have left, Lazarus wouldn't have died. And after Jesus wept, Jesus had to get his faith together. He had to go over there to that tomb and speak to that stinking, smelly situation. By now, Lazarus been in that tomb. He's smelling. Because you know they didn't embalm over there. You know, they don't embalm over there. They didn't have no embalming table. They didn't have no embalming fluid. They didn't have all that stuff. You just prepared the body. You bathed it. You rubbed it down in oils so it wouldn't stink as fast. And sometimes they mommy, you know, they'll do it like a mommy, and they mommy ties that thing and they'll wrap it. By now, this was a stinking situation. Sometimes in our life, our faith be done got to the point, our situation be done got to the point it's stinking. It's smelling now. You know, you can be dead for a few days, but when that gas get in you, and that body get to smelling, and them gases get to releasing, it's a stinking situation. So by the time Jesus got to Lazarus, that was a stinking situation. He was getting ready to go ahead and melt on down from what he came from. Because we just like any animal on the side of the street. When you see that dog and he been laying in that heat and the dogs blow up. So Jesus said, let me orchestrate my faith and let me speak to this dead situation. Let me speak to this dead body and say, Lazarus, get up out this grave. Stinking up this grave. Get out them grave clothes. And I'm telling you all that today. Some of y'all need to get up and get out your grave clothes. Some of y'all already ready to die. That's all y'all talk about is death. That's all y'all, you don't talk about living. You just talk about dying. Get out them grave clothes. Faith without works is dead. Orchestrate your faith. Trust God on what you done asked him to do, knowing that he is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that we could ask or think, according to what we believe. Quit telling me you sick all day long and get up and say, I'm moving. I don't feel my best, but thank God I'm not where I was. Quit living in the yesterday. Quit speaking things over you. Trust the process and then process what you trust. My God from Zion, somebody better write a book for me. Trust your process, then process the thing you trust. So if you don't trust him, Jeanette MacArthur, and you gonna sit there every single solitary day and feel defeated, then that's your faith. And you just putting on grave clothes. If you waiting for somebody to love you more than you love yourself, if you waiting for somebody to care more about your situation than you care about, if you waiting for somebody to pray for you, have your back or do anything, baby, don't wait. Baby, don't wait. I don't need a person. I ain't never asked nobody to fight my battles. That's one thing about Tracy. You won't hear it. You didn't hear it in the streets when I used to be in the street, and you won't hear it in my spiritual life. I will go to the Lord for myself, about myself, concerning myself. I don't need a person on social media to back me up. I don't need a person in the church. I don't need a person on the job. I don't need no employees. I have to know that my works are not dead. Baby, y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this inspiration today. Just like some of y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for Helene. Y'all ain't ready for me. Helene is starting to rain. We sitting back waiting on no Helene. We sitting back here waiting. The school's not closed off of rain. God can say, I'm going to show Helene just a distraction. She got the church. I'm going to have to do something with Helene. I'm finna make Helene be just a regular rainstorm because y'all getting on my nerves. He said, what the Helene? Because at the end of the day, faith. I have the faith that can conquer anything. We all go through dead situations. We go through stinking situations. Can the dry bones live? What the faith? But he told us, if you work it, if you drop it down, flip it, and reverse it, meaning you speak those things that are not as though they are. If you speak over yourself and say, I am healed by the wound in his side. If you encourage yourself, if you tell you, I can do all things, if you pull down and pull it down of those strongholds, if you break them, Helena got to go. With an E. It could have been just Helen like my mama, but it's Helene. Why you keep saying you broke? Your father is rich. This is your faith. You don't see it. Just keep saying it till you see it. Faith is not what you see, it's what you don't see. Your father rich. Say he got cattle on 1,000 hills. And you going around telling everybody you broker than a she ain't. You going around patting your pockets. Patting flies, telling lies. No, you don't have everything you want, but you're not broke. Well, I don't know. It look like ain't nobody gonna ever do nothing. Well, ain't nobody told you they weren't gonna never not do nothing for you. Maybe somebody waiting for you to do something for yourself. It's your faith that moves God. It's not your tears. I don't know how many people I got on here, but I'm gonna walk a little bit hard today. Just in case you lose faith during this storm. Because see, you preparing for the worst when God has prepared the best life for you on the other side. You preparing to anchor down to lose something. God is telling you your best is yet to come. The doctors done gave up on you. The doctors done found this, but God said they had to find it. The knot had to be revealed. But that ain't gonna work. That's not what's gonna kill you. I'm not gonna let that take you out of him. God said, I'm not gonna let it. I'm not gonna let cancer take you out of him. I'm gonna make it behave. But you're gonna have to leave one day anyway. But quit focusing on it. Focus on me. Heal yourself. Do you know when a dog get attacked? A dog will go and hide out. Lick his wounds and heal himself. A cat will heal itself. We are animalistic people. And if our animals got enough sense to know that they can lick and heal their wounds, and if a baby who can't talk got enough sense to let you know something is hurting on them by the way they cry. And when you so into your kids and you are very attentive, you know the difference between your baby's cry when it's hungry. You know the difference between the cry when your baby got the colic or the thrash. You know the difference when your baby got an earache. Because a real mama gonna pay attention to how her child crying. And then we're gonna check the body language. We're gonna check for the fever. Listen where I'm going. If you, being earthly, know how to check your child, know how to give good gifts. If you being earthly know how to give good gifts, what you think the Father in heaven can do? You done told him. He know what's going on. He know your situation. And you about to get on his nerves going around telling everybody else. And sometimes God just don't give you what you want. It's that you can't stand to be blessed. Soon as he put more money in your hand, you'll find a reason to get more money and blow the money that he just gave you. Didn't I just give you some money? Don't we tell that to our kids? I do that to Avery all the time. Did I not just give you some money the other day? She asked me for something the other day. I said, did you not just have a birthday? A nice big birthday just the other day. Get out of here asking me for something else. Because I know you don't need it. Now, God will supply our needs according to his riches and glory. He'll give you some of the desires of your heart, some of your wants, but not all the time. Not all the time. And it ain't because you done something wrong, because you sin or come short, because you human. Get over yourself. What you may not do, and I mess up and do, don't mean you ain't messing up somewhere with the Lord. How you handle something, how I handle something don't mean your way was right or mine. Because in all your ways, you have to acknowledge the Lord. He didn't say for your friends to direct your path. He said he would. It ain't dead. You just lazy. Get up. Stop sitting there. That used to be a song by Mary Mary. I loved it. I used to work out with it all the time. It says, get up. Stop sitting there. 24 hours almost gone. Get up. You know, and it was encouraging you to move. I'm encouraging you today to move. Put one foot in front of the other. Just one foot. Like the song say, just put one foot in front of the other. Hey, Gregory Smith, I love you. Yes, I do. Put one foot in front of the other. And soon you'll be walking out the door. Mimi, elated Mimi, we've been together for a couple of years. If you waiting on people to come and wipe your tears on the days you cry, baby, you'll cry a river. If you waiting for people to have compassion, because you got to look into stuff. I like to sit back. My mama taught me, she said, baby girl, let me tell you something. People think they got you. She said, but I always had to go back and reassess myself. Sit back and think about what happened. And then I'll figure it out. It may have looked like it went over my head, but I just had to go back and sit back and think on it. I had to grasp everything. I had to picture it. The little things that were popping, the things I might have missed. Have y'all ever seen those puzzles? Those little things, and you look at it. I put one up on the page one day. And when you look at it, it says, how many faces can you find? You know, the little thing like that? And the more you look at it, first it looked like a man and a woman playing a guitar. But the more you look at it, it's created of a bunch of different faces. Because the more you look at it, things change. Baby, I'm out here in the rain. I want to go outside in the rain. Well, it may sound crazy. It may sound funny, Rosemary. I want to go outside in the rain. And you know why, Mother Joyce Anderson Journey? I can't wait to love on you and Rosemary Turner. And y'all don't even live in the same direction. Listen to me, Lindsay J. Listen to me. It's because I couldn't go outside in the rain. Baby, my faith is being tested right now. My faith, my gangster faith is being tested today. I done lost my cane. I ain't got no cane. I got to get out this car. I got to trust the process. I got to put one foot in front of the other. I got to go in the house. Now, I'm going to be obedient. I ain't finna come rolling out here to get these groceries. My husband said, leave them. I'm going to cook. But I ain't cooking till you get him. And if I really want to, I'll sit in this car till he get him. But I put my own groceries. And that was the time I just be hurt. And don't get me wrong, I still feel it. Because anytime you got nerve damage and it's rain or it's too cold, baby, you hurt. I'm hurting right here. I'm going to go in there and put an X39. I don't care who don't use them. I done ordered me 3 more X39s. How many? Uno, dos, tres. You're going to call your tray. I done ordered me tray up. Uno, dos, tres, tray. Because they work. And you can go out when you want to. But there was a time I was afraid to come out in the rain. The rain, I had to cut off everything. I had to cancel doctor's appointments. I could not do it. The fact of falling in this rain and fracturing myself, anymore. I've already fallen so many times and got stitches and times y'all don't even know about. So my brother, God let him come up with these X39 patches. And I don't care. I remember Deacon Calvin was just having headaches and headaches and headaches. And I started putting them in, and he put it up here, he put it here, you know, and then I was talking to him, and he got his medicine stuff situated, and it works for me. So what do you mean? Faith without works is dead. My faith ain't dead. Yours might be. You ain't working it. You got to put one foot in front of the other. I know your children should be over there by now. I know somebody should come and help you, but they ain't coming. God know they should help you. Baby, these X39s got me wanting Eddie to come on home and go, and I can't stand the rain against my window. Woo! Bring back sweet memories. I can't stand the rain. I'm not afraid, D.I. I ain't afraid. It's got me feeling some type of way. I dropped Avery off over her biologicals, and she's rolling with her a little bit because she's up here. And I was going in the house to prepare a nice, simple dinner, right? Because we don't eat late, and I don't cook 3, 4, 7 times no more because ain't nobody here. And I'm like, y'all, food just high. You know, we ain't in the pandemic no more. And everybody can go where they want to go, so I don't have to cook like that no more. It's not required. One thing that is required of the Lord, and that one thing will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And I look at it like this. I have to understand that God made the rain, and if he felt like the rain was going to keep you out of church or anywhere else, he wouldn't have the rain. I knew when I left the house that it was raining, and I would probably get caught in the rain, but I was so dependent on a cane to help me get through the rain. But I also reminded myself I made it in that store without the cane. I walked in the store. I got all my groceries and put them in the car. And when I realized, watch what I'm trying to say. It's like skating. Bounce. You know, you have to push your body to skate. You know, you got to push yourself. Soon as you realize you can skate, you get scared and you be about to lose your balance. When you realize that now you're not forcing it. You realize now you know how to roll and bounce. And it becomes easy. But the skating rink floor got waves in it. It's just not straight. And then you got to realize then you might go skating on some hardwood, right? And the hardwood floors skate different than the cement floors. But see, it's just like anything else. It's like the bicycle or anything. Then you got to take the training wheels off. The whole key is what? You got to learn how to balance. Skate, roll, bounce. In your mind, I ain't finna put on no skates, but you never forget. I ain't finna ride a bike, but in my mind, I never shall forget. So what are you trying to say? If God done it before and did it again, you shouldn't forget when he did do it. If you read about it, then you should know that it's able. It's possible. How in the world do you got a problem that God can't solve when he just told you there ain't a problem he can't solve? How in the world do you think that he said the righteous wouldn't be forsaken nor the seed beg for bread? Just when you think that it ain't going to work out, how is it that you were supposed to be homeless or losing your place over a year and you ain't lost it yet? And every time the bill come up, you start talking about, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'm going to be evicted. You speaking it. You should have been evicted last year, but for some reason you didn't get evicted and you caught your stuff up and you still there. Faith and favor. That's like butter pecan ice cream. That's like black walnut ice cream. They go together. Faith and favor. Because, baby, you got to have the faith And when that favor comes in, favor go further than your money. You over here believing and fasting and trusting God, and here come favor. Favor come like when they put the walnuts inside that maple ice cream and turned it in something, and they come together. Now they call it black walnut. Faith said, I like you. And favor says, I think I can attach myself to you, Faith. And together, we can conquer anything. Because if you got the faith, and I know how to work the favor, it'll go further than your money. Hello? Who is it? It's Miss Dorothy Williams. Hey, how you doing? I know, I told you that I was going to have $500 of my rent today. But my check hadn't got here. Before you can open your mouth, faith calls favor. And favor comes into conversation so easy, because that's what favor does. And all of a sudden the lady's hearing you, but faith is talking in her ear. And the lady says, oh, I wasn't expecting it today, Miss Dorothy. There's a storm out on the ocean and it's moving this way. As a matter of fact, I was going to call you and some more people that were supposed to come and bring me extra money for the rent, because I'm not going to even be in the office. We shutting down today. Do you need anything? Now I'm calling you thinking this getting close to the first, and I don't have all my rent, and I've been making little payments, but I was thinking she was finna tell me this was your last chance, because you can only be late 2 times in the housing authority. And I don't know what this lady, I'm just making this, and I knew I couldn't be late no more, because I could be evicted, because in the housing authority you can only be late 2 times. Oh, y'all closing? Now you got to know how to work favor. Yes, ma'am, we closing because Helena. So what we'll do is, everything all right Monday or Tuesday, just come by the office, because that'll be the 30th. You got more time. And you like, Lord. Now God is saying this to you. Now when the money get in your hand, do right with it. That's why you can't stand to be blessed. Ain't nobody told you to go to Bell's. Ain't nobody told you to go to Rose's. Ain't nobody told you to go shopping. Because you got a little more time. Do not play around with the gangster. Don't go spend your light bill. Don't go spend your water bill. Do what you're supposed to do with it now. Gave you a little bit more time. This man right here, that's why I love him like I do. Man, I'm going to drink your bath water. This man went and bought me a cane. Y'all, and it's red. This man right here love this big arm, thick neck, wide receiving back woman. He loved me. And I love him back. Here, baby, I want to put this in here. I got to do something here. Because I don't think they're going to hold up no more. Hold on, this thing. I think I found one that wasn't too. I don't know. I think they all gone. Huh?
What is this? You throwing them away?
I don't think that. They too soft. So, yeah, he loves his wife. He loves me, honey. 30, how many years now? I don't know. He said 37, honey. He tell me to come in this house right now, lay it down, slap it, flip it, rub it down. I'm going to. And I'm not going to be in the kitchen cooking, and I don't care what nobody say. Hey, Kim, what's good? Hey, pretty. Paula, I just want you to understand, if you tell me that your faith is failing you, oh my God, from Zion, don't call Tracy and tell me that your faith done failed you. Because the last time I checked, you failed your faith. Faith without works is dead. Yeah, people get mad because my husband loves me. Every time they get mad at me, they come against my husband because they see that when love calls, you better answer. They see that I got someone that truly loves me standing by me. I did it one time. Hold me up like a lawn child. And you can call me Rashida. You can call me whoever you want to. You can say he got 13, 11 children out there. Ain't going nowhere. Let me go get me some then. Wouldn't be the first with it. Wouldn't be the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. And the show ain't going to be the last. Much porn that some of y'all sit around there and watch, you ought to be pregnant by somebody else too. Since you want to believe everything. But I have the faith. Mine is going to be, I got to exercise it. Come on, baby. I got to exercise my faith. Let me go see. You want me to shut it? It's got to be activated. You remember they used to have this thing say, Holy Spirit, activate. I got to activate it. Because I got to have the faith to know that God can. Now, it said faith without works is dead. You're going to get results when you start working your faith. You're going to get it. Sometimes the results don't come real fast, but you're going to still get some results. My husband came home, got off of work, came home to get me a cane and get my groceries. Let me tell you, when love calls, you better answer. I will never let no one, I will not go to nobody. I'm telling you right now, I don't sit with wicked counsel. And I'm going to tell you not to. I'm not going to go to nobody that ain't married. Nobody that couldn't keep their marriage together. And ask you any counseling concerning mine. Child, that's what I don't understand about people. You have the nerve to put your mouth on something you can't even do yourself. People have the nerve to talk about Simone Biles' hair. They talk about what her hair looked like. But you can't even turn a cartwheel. You got the audacity to talk and say what her hair looked like. But you ain't paying for it. All this butter on sale. And some of it going in the freezer. Faith is what moved God. He left all of us a measure of faith. If you don't believe it, nobody else gonna believe it. It used to be a song say you gotta believe in something. Why not believe in me? I'm not gonna ask nobody about weight loss surgery that ain't had it. I'm not finna give up who I am to make you happy because you can't find what you're looking for on me. Let me tell you something about life. Can't nobody make you look bad. You don't never have to worry about nobody making you look bad. They will make themselves look bad. In the eyes of the beholder, there lies beauty. There's beauties in the ashes. That's why the phoenix said, just like a phoenix from ashes, I'm going to rise and I'm going to grow from it. I'm not your average. That's what my daughter's song. You ought to know better than this. I just need some time. And just like the phoenix from them ashes, I'm going to rise and I'm going to grow from it. Can nobody make you look bad? Not your divorce. Nobody. not your children. Nobody who can love you like me. Nobody. You know, you have to sing it like Keith Sweat if you don't sing it right. Who can love you like me? Nobody. Who can kiss you like me? Nobody. It ain't nobody. Ain't nobody love you like Jesus. Let me tell you something. I ain't never been loved like Jesus. He's the love of my soul. My husband can love my flesh. My husband can rub me up and down till you say stop. But he ain't the lover of my soul. Do you know how deep that is? The lover of your life. Your soul, in sign language, that's life. This is lift, and that's life. Take your L's. You hold your L's down. That's your life. You flip them up, he just lifted you. Lord, I lift your name. You see what I'm saying? On high. So, but this is the life. He the lover of my life. My whole being. He breathed something into me. He breathed into my nostrils. And I became a living soul. He loves what he breathed into me. He loved me. Like they said on Color Purple. My daddy loved me. That's what she said on Color Purple. The lover of me. Any and all things that I am, whatever I am. And I am who I am because God used my mistakes. I don't care how you would have worked it. I don't care what you've done. I am who I am today. Let me tell y'all something about people. I got to give account of every deed I did. You cannot. One thing about it, you ain't going to make me look bad. You can make yourself look bad. I have to operate. My faith is not yours. He told us that. He said, listen here, baby. Let me tell you something. I just want to help y'all out. He said, my ways are not like yours, nor my thoughts like yours. They're just not like yours. How you see it, I don't see it. He said, like the mountains are higher than the valley. He said, so is my ways and my thoughts higher than yours, baby. It's not that deep. You keep asking about, don't go ask nobody to do nothing for you that you know can't. So why you keep going to him if you don't have the faith to believe that he can give you what? I ain't doing it. If I know you don't lend money, I ain't gonna keep coming up there asking you. You got it. But I'm not gonna keep asking you. You can tell me no so many times. And after that, I'm gonna say, ain't gonna do me no good to go over there. Cause Velda ain't gonna get nobody in there. Ain't no use me asking Cherie. Cherie, your sister, girl. Ask your sister, girl. My sister Cherie don't lend no money. My sister Cherie, she don't lend no money. You know why? Because Cherie done set a standard. And you already know why Cherie don't lend. Because the outcome of you giving it back, she don't never get it. That's what I don't like about people. People don't realize you want folks to give you like it's easy. But if you don't give back, they're going to come time you come back over here to the honeycut. Ain't nothing in there. Ain't no deposits been made. I can't lend you nothing. You didn't give back that which I already done gave. We're going to do some fried potatoes and onions. We're going to make some chili. We're cooking right now. We're going to make some chili. Coleslaw dogs and all that. We're going to make some homemade chili. Go ahead and put your potatoes and rinse them off. Put them in water. We're going to peel them. Just so they don't get all them black marks on them. Rinse it off. And we're going to get this going. And then we're going to start working on the chili. It don't take long. Coleslaw already shredded. You got to understand, I told you it ain't dead now. It might be sleep. But faith without works, if you don't work it, it will die. Lazarus did die. Let me get a knife. Let me make the record clear. Let me set the record. My sister, I'm waiting on you to come visit me. I need to come visit you. You want me to come to? I love Cherie Vaught, but I know something ain't right. Something going on, and she ain't told me. But I know it's time for us to visit. Listen, some of y'all may change y'all mind with me by the end of this year. Some of y'all may go follow somebody else and stop liking me because you didn't get a certain response, because you want me to be what you can't be. You want me to be perfect. You don't want me to do certain things. And that's fine. Everybody got to find their own kind. But let me tell you what you can take with you for free. You got it. He gave it to you. Now it's for you to grow it. You have faith. And you can grow it that it can conquer anything. It'll conquer your fears. It'll soothe your doubts. It'll work on your anxiety. It'll give you peace when the storm is raging. You have something that was given to you, and it's the size of a mustard seed. It's just like the lupus that sits in your body, or it's just like the sickle cell. It's just like some things that sit dormant in you until it decides to manifest itself. That's how your faith is in you. But it ain't gonna manifest itself until you start to grow it. See, I looked at a lot of people that got lupus because sometimes they didn't have it when they was a baby. They didn't have lupus when they was a teenager. It came in a period late in life. Toni Braxton did not know she had lupus until she started her singing career, until she got tired. Until she started doing a lot of more stuff that made her feel winded. Some people have massive heart attacks and realize they got it. Some people have strokes. I remember there was a guy that I was talking to. He said he had a motorcycle wreck. And when he had the motorcycle wreck, they come telling him that they had to do some MRIs and they had to check. And the motorcycle wreck made them realize that he had prostate cancer. See, all things work together. He didn't understand why they wanted to check his prostate, but they knew something in his blood was off. And they didn't know where to start. They had done some x-rays from, and they found out that you ain't got no blood clot, but it's something messing with your blood. Baby, let me tell you something. It's something messing with your faith. It's something. And you got to get to the root of it. You can keep covering it up. Sometimes you gotta walk alone, but it's going to work out for your good. Sometimes the ones you think, but you got to have the faith to know that God can conquer it. And so they did the work, and when they come back and told him, he said, had I not had the car wreck, I was fine. I wasn't having no erectile dysfunction. I wasn't having no bunch of pain. Everything was fine. But it was already there. And it was going to spread. His was spreading. It wasn't in one spot, so he has to have some treatment. But had God not allowed him to go through what he went through, which was a measure of testing his faith, he still wanted him here for a reason, because then he let the cancer be revealed. And they were able to go in because his was a little aggressive. Had no signs. Sometimes you don't get an opportunity. Sometimes people come after you and life situations come after you and they side hit you. Have you ever been fighting somebody? I don't know how many people I got on here. Have you ever been in a fight and somebody jump in and they hit you from your side? Because you have a blind side and your peripheral view can be off and you didn't see it coming. It'll sting you. It'll startle you. It can cause you to fall out. You weren't prepared. It's messing up now. It's just like anything else. It's done threw you off. You're off balance with it. That's how some things that we go through in life will knock us off our feet. It will wind us. It'll throw us off balance. But it's something in you realize I can't black out. The people are getting the best of me. This person don't have no mercy. And if I don't pull myself together and shake that sting off, I might even be dizzy. But I got to keep fighting you, because you will end up beating me and unlifing me, because you don't have no mercy. And that's how some things in life don't have no mercy. You have to shake yourself from what you just went through. You got to shake yourself and say, I know my kids ain't doing right. Shake yourself. I know me and my sister. I shake yourself. Shake yourself loose. Because it was sent to destroy you. But your faith will let you conquer anything. And when you begin to walk in faith, you'll realize he promised never to leave you alone. You're not by yourself anyway. I don't know who told you that lie. You are not by yourself. Man say no when God say yes. We have to learn how to accept what God allows. But baby, some things that were meant and designed to take you out of him because you got faith and you know whose you are, it didn't sift you like wheat. That's what happened with Peter. Say a prayer for me. Intercede for me. But when I tell you favor and faith get together, you talking about a good time. When I tell you waiting for attention, you ain't going to get it. You better get your faith walking. Faith without works is dead. You better start moving. Because some people want you to fail because their stuff not going right. Some people want to down you and talk bad because their stuff ain't right. You don't even know what's going on. Some people are getting your business and they got a whole thing of business, all kind of hell going on. You'll be like, what the faith? What's going on? Ain't no faith in this house. Helena over here. What's going on over here? But when I was going through, you told me this, that, and the third. Now you going through it. Ain't no tomorrow. It ain't no yesterday, the day after that, or the day after that. You talk as though there is no hope. Where is your blessed hope? You told me this. You spoke this. You said, I can do all things through Christ to strengthen me. Quit quoting it and live it. Some people are nothing but quoters. I promise you. You start going through some stuff, you better know who to run to. You better run to the rock of your salvation. You better run to the stone that the builders rejected. You better run. You better run. You better run to it. You better go to the rock. You better realize right now ain't nothing your meteorologist can do if you in the eye of this storm but tell you which way it's shifting. They got to take cover too. Ain't nothing the president can do but call for a state of emergency. You got to get yourself out the rubble. You got to get yourself out the way. It ain't nothing I got that I want to stay back if they tell me to evacuate. I ain't worried about nothing. I got insurance. Let's evacuate. We're going on vacation. Let's go to the airport or wherever we can go. You know, I drive so far and we'll catch a plane. Let's just go and take off. We'll catch a plane in Tennessee or something if our airport is closed. You got to have faith. You can quote it. But baby, it come a time that faith, Jesus cried. I want you to understand what I'm trying to say. Jesus, he wept. He loved Lazarus. Lazarus loved him. Lazarus had started smelling in that grave. It was a stinky situation. But after Jesus got through weeping, holler well, after he got through weeping, oh, Mary, don't you weep? Oh, Martha, don't you mourn? He had to get up and use his faith and go get his brother out that grave. Quit crying over them light bills and water bills. They do. Go bathe today. Take no thought for tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Go bathe today. Go bathe today now. I don't want no stinking situation. You worried about your lights, your water and stuff getting turned off on Monday. Keep bathing. They on today, ain't they? What you gonna eat on what day? Eat today. Take no thought for tomorrow. Where you gonna stay? You gonna stay where you at? You ain't been evicted, have you? Keep staying. Go to sleep. Wake up. Because that's what I'm going to tell you when you call me acting foolish. I'm going to say, well, if you go to sleep tomorrow, you'll still have a house over you, a roof over your head. So just go to sleep tonight. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know that song you sing, Jesus will work it out? He going to work it out. You worried about something you can't change. You got to accept what God allows. And I'm telling you right now, I'm walking today. Because you can't keep sitting there in a bed of affliction. You cannot. You will lose everything. If you can't look at my life and see that God brought me from in a bed, barely could stand up, in a walker, in a roller, walking around. Sometimes it's your own environment. You trapping yourself. Sometimes it's how you have gotten your state of mind. You just stay there and start talking to him. He talk back. I don't care what nobody else got. You just don't have it right now. Ain't nobody said you wasn't going to get it. That's what my mom used to say. Y'all ain't getting it right now. Y'all ain't going to the fair today. But everybody else going, you going Saturday after your daddy get paid. You're not going today. You still going to the fair. You still going to ride the rides. You just not going today. I'm going to get you some shoes. But I'm not getting you none today. Ain't nothing wrong with the shoes you got on. Wear them shoes to school. But I don't want these. Everybody else, I said you ain't get none. You can go in there and ask my husband about that story when his daddy kept telling him, wait till I get paid, son. I'm going to get you some shoes. He made his daddy feel bad. His daddy was going to get him some shoes. But his daddy had to put his time in and get his pay. And my husband couldn't wait. And so his daddy reminded him, I'm your father. And you're not going to make me feel bad for what I can do. I don't care if your kids want McDonald's. Do like my mama did. Make them eat a meatloaf sandwich. And they had no McDonald's money. And that was the end of it. That's all my mama said. Anybody got no McDonald's money around here? Now go get you a job at McDonald's. You can eat there anytime they want you to eat there. Then McDonald's, you get a job at McDonald's, they stop letting you eat for free. Gonna put these on, I'm about done. I hope it's helping you. Because I'm going to tell you, it's helping me. You ain't got to worry about no friends in this life. You don't need no friend but the lowly Jesus. Because they ain't nobody like the lowly Jesus. You ain't got to worry about that either. What else you worried about? Let's conquer everything you think you want to worry about, so you don't have to worry about it. What's the next thing you worried about? What's the next thing? Before we get to cooking, I'm cutting up potatoes. Cause we can do fried potatoes and onions, and I'm trying to decide if I want to just go on and empty this little bag of potatoes. It's just a couple of potatoes left. Or will I need them? And you think I'm just going to cook these last little few potatoes? I'm going to empty this bag because I don't want them to get lost. You know what I'm saying? And now, I don't care what you say. You go through, if something, God forbid, if something happened in my life, and I know y'all love me, but I got to go through it by myself. I got to. Time is built on swift transition. And nobody can help you. If your earthly friends forsake you, you got to still hold closely. You got to hold closely to God's hand. You got to hold to his hand. You got to build your hope on things eternal. You got to hold. We all gonna get calls we don't like. I can't stand a late night call. Late in the midnight hour. I can't stand it. We're gonna get results that we don't want to hear. And some people don't get no results. Some people die of natural causes. You don't hear that no more. Some people die in their sleep. They just didn't wake up. I asked this lady what happened to this lady's husband. She said he died in his sleep. I just asked her that Sunday. And I said, oh no. She said, yeah. Said he ran every day, was in good health. But he'd had a heart attack in his sleep. You don't have to have a bad result for life to mess you up. You don't have to get a diagnosis. Everything can be going well. And a curveball comes. But you still got to hold to his hand. You still got to hold. Because he the only one can get you through. And at the end of the day, you can get mad at him. And it's going to hurt. And he know it's going to hurt. Because he had to sacrifice his only begotten son. So he know what pain feel like. And he could have stopped it. He could have chosen. He could have chosen to be angry with us and never love again. Y'all know the song. God could have chosen to never love again. Going in his way and die in his sin. But he knew the cause of one lost soul was more than walls could buy. Y'all know this song. For God so loved the world. He could have chosen to never love again. He could have said, I done put these people in the garden and they ain't got to want for nothing. And all I asked that boy to do is not to eat from that tree of knowledge. And he did. So that's the end of this experiment. And when you do disobedient, things come upon you in your home and upon the land. Just like earthquakes and hurricanes come upon the land because of the disobedience, we gotta die. Could have been here with a fine body for the rest of your life. But he knew man. He gave us something that's free will. And our free will that he gave us is our choice to be obedient or disobedient. That's one thing he don't control you. That's why I say y'all don't really understand when you think you doing something or when you allowing a group of people to control you when God don't control you that way. Okay? I'm going to get these on so we can move to the next thing because it ain't going to take long. Get on over here and get started. I thought somebody said something. I thought you said something. I thought somebody I do. I thought somebody I thought somebody said there was nothing too hard for God and that the power belonged to God. So, I know you want to see me cook. So I'm going to set you up at a different angle. Let's see if I can get you over here some kind of way. Bring you up and over. But that's what I thought somebody said. That the, you know, because we'll say stuff, then we revert it. So, I thought we said that the power, hold on, I'm going to fix it where you can see me, that the power belonged to God. Oh my God. So what we're going to do now is get ready to start cooking. Where you can see me and the cook. You can see both of us. So in this skillet, in this one right here, we're going to use some butter. And we're going to use some oil together. And we're going to fry these potatoes and onions. All right? So I'm just letting you know, power belongs to God. I don't know who your light bill service with. I ain't at liberty to say, as my granny used to say. I ain't at liberty to say who your light bill with, who your gas bill with. I'm not at liberty to say. I'm gonna use butter and oil. I'm not at liberty to say. But the power belongs to God. I always just cut mine like this, slide it down. I hope this helped someone as I pass along the way. I hope it helped you. Because you have to gird up the loins of your mind. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Ain't nobody gonna help you. People tell you they ain't gonna help you. Ain't gonna help you do nothing. Ain't gonna help you. You can have a cookout all you want to. But I didn't come over here to clean up. Tell you in a heartbeat, I ain't washing no dishes. I didn't come for that. Where did you come from? In this skillet, we finna start working. Can y'all see pretty good? I need to tilt it. There you go. In this skillet, we finna start doing our homemade chili. In this skillet, we finna do the fried potatoes. Is that all right, Willie? Can you see pretty good, Willie? Get them onions in there so the caramelization can get going. And over here, we're getting ready to get some heat on. Got my little thing so don't no grease be popping everywhere. We're gonna get this eye going. And I figure out which one is right. Okay. And we're gonna start with our ground beef and onions. All right, very good. So we gonna now start with us some ground beef. We're gonna make this chili. Went to Kroger because they had the butter on sale, and I hope I left somebody a little butter. Because, I mean, I need to buy all that butter, every bit of it. For $3 and something, you've been paying $6 something for it. All right. Let me get my chili packets and these are the things that I'm going to use. I'm looking for everything. So what I found to work for me when I'm making this type of chili that I make, and I showed it to you before. Okay? So what we're going to do, we want this chili to be real thin and real crumbly. So I'm going to use minced onions. Yeah, you don't have to bite into the onion. They just need to be in there. This is going to be some good chili. The key to break this chili down is you cook it in the sauce. You can drain it. All right, this is going on top of, like, you know, this is going on top of hamburgers and stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to turn it down, of course you did. This is how I do mine. Now, I do not wait. I go ahead and start adding my chili packets because I want it to be incorporated throughout. You don't have to wait till you drain it. You know, to each his own. I'm not going to tell you how to change it, but I know you don't, and you can still drain. This is not gonna have no beans in it. Now sometimes I do beans. Sometimes I make a sauce like I've done before for y'all and incorporate it. Okay. All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my rag. Now we're ready to start with my potatoes and onions. Get over here in just a second. We're going to put some potatoes and onions in here. Some potatoes in. Don't take a lot of oil. We just use a lot. But I've learned not to use a lot. Put a little pepper. Okay. We're going to use a little everything green. And a little salt. Okay, so what we're going to do right here, you're going to go ahead and add your tomato sauce in here. Oh, wow. She said she was just reading Marilyn's mom shot her 13-year-old daughter. Loretta said that. Well, nothing startles me this day and age. There's so much going on. So much spiritual warfare is going on. You know, mothers and daughters don't get along. Father, son. Such a spiritual warfare. Now, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do so you'll understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. You can make this lumpy. You can make this smooth as Tennessee whiskey. But in order to get this down, you either going to use water or you're going to use your sauce. And one thing I like to buy ground beef. 90%, 80%, it ain't going to have no bunch of grease in it. But what's going to happen, right now, I'm going to change the directory of this ground beef. I want it real crumbly. I want it real mushy. That's what I want. Okay? And before I do that, because I got some goodness on the bottom of this. Hold on 1 second. Thank God for that pot filler. See, that ain't something I needed, but God know I wanted it. Okay? I just want to get that goodness off the bottom. But now I'm going to take my tomato sauce. I'm going to pour it all in here. Because I want this to be crumbly. What's it going to do? It's going to cook. It's going to cook into this chili. And it's going to make this chili become so crumbly. It's going to make it just be like taco meat. Because that's what I want. Okay? You don't have to worry, because this is like 90%. You might get some acidity or something off of the tomato sauce. You don't have to do this next step. I do it because it just cuts. And like I say, I don't do much. And I'm not done with this because I got to add a few more things. So I put a little sugar in there. But you don't have to. If you don't feel like it helps you cut the acid no kind of way. For me, it works. I didn't put enough to make it sweet. None of that kind of stuff. Okay, now this is chili. But here's another thing that I do. In making this, it may seem crazy. But what I do is I take my last 2 packets. I take one more chili packet and one taco. One taco packet. Just one. Just need one. Go on in there. It's supposed to be chili. But see what happens, the taco packet causes the chili packet to pump up the volume. Don't ask me why. It's been working for me down through the years. Now where I'm from, we call this the varsity chili. Okay? And this is my way of making it. And I have made this chili for y'all so many times. And I've showed y'all how to take chili and turn it into crumble meat. See this ground beef now? It's going to keep cooking. It's not ready. And I'm going to pull it up on, let y'all see it. I'm going to pull it down so you can see. Come on. Turn it around. What you say about Atlanta? Yes. Like the yes, Miss Laura. Like the varsity. You see what I'm doing, Miss Laura? You could put these over potatoes. You can do a lot with this. Do like my granny. Take it. Put it over some light bread. Keep letting it cook. That sauce is going to cook even more into it. Honey, make it sloppy Joe with no man with sauce. You don't need no man. And no whip. Okay, so what we want to do now, take control of this cast iron, because cast iron takes a minute to cool. Turn that thing down. So you can quit fooling with it. Go and turn it down. Because the heat is going to continue. Pay attention to it. And it's going to gather. It's going to get tighter as the sauce cook out of it. Look at that. Now, if you want to add some beans to this, you can add all kind of beans you want to add at this point. You can eat it just like this. There's some people don't like beans in their chili. You can add black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans. You can add white beans. You can add what you want to. Make you some white chili, panko, whatever you want to. But let that just simmer and do what it's going to do. And turn it on down. Okay? Now over here, since we already down here for a minute, let's see what these taters doing. You don't want to be in no hurry with these either. You want to make sure everybody get a little sunflower potato had so much seasoning on it. You can eat off of this today, tomorrow. You can take this. You can put your Winnie up in it. You can put your Winnie up in it if you want to. You can add your chili. You can add cheese. I made that before for y'all. And you can scoop it out. See? And that's going to slowly keep doing what it's doing right here. I don't know how many people I got on here. But to God be the glory. Yes, with you some cornbread. You want to eat your cornbread? Some people only eat chili with crackers, but it's good with cornbread too. Just how you grew up. Look at that. And if you think it's got grease on it, because it comes from the tomato sauce, then all you got to do is strain it when it's ready. All you got to do is put it in a strainer, press down on it, real good and tight. Because I'm telling you right now, you don't want to go to Taco Bell, because theirs is loaded with grease, baby. You know it when you bite into it and it fall on your shirt. So, that's just tomato sauce coming up out of it. That's all. Let me test it. I'm gonna put my hot dogs on now. Don't take long. And I'll press this out when I know that it's ready. I want it. Gotta get up in the morning. Keep it on low, and we will press out whatever oils we need to press out. Y'all good? Same way with these potatoes. I cook mine with butter and oil. If you see it ain't swarming in it, and let it do what it do. Put a top on it. I'm going to turn them down. Because sometimes that's what you just need to do. Now, if you want a hard crunch on them, start them off a little high, then you can turn them down. And get a lid. Let's see what skillet I got. Next, we're going to put on a hot dog. It's the one. I ain't the right lid. Hold on. Look big enough for that. I don't know what my big lid is, y'all. I can't find it. Well, it's somewhere around here. I know. I won't say about it. There you go. I know I had one because that's a very big skillet. So what we're going to do is take that on down too. Alright? So we got that down too. So now, when it comes to this chili, get you a drainer. Put you a silver bowl. I already got a bowl to drain it. We're going to drain this chili. It's ready for me to strain it. Okay? We're going to come over here. We're going to strain it. We're going to put the hot dogs on, and we're finna make some coleslaw. And we're going to put it together. Won't God do it? Let me get the thing. I'm going to show you the hot dog. Today's podcast is brought to you by Roger. Y'all know Roger. These big ones, big Rogers. I got them at K. Rogers. So this is how I drain my stuff. We're going to use K. Rogers. Roger Wood, K. Rogers. They're big. And I've got big buns. You don't need but one of these. Okay, so I'm gonna cook some of these Rogers. Cut them. Cause why? I like a sausage hot dog. You may not, but me and my husband, we do. We like a sausage hot dog, and I like to eat them for breakfast. I'll do one more. Yeah, and these are smoked sausage Winnies. Okay. Let me get a drainer and we'll be ready. That's my dump bowl. When you cook, just buy what you like in your kitchen. I don't have to go nowhere. The water, I'm going to put this on in just a second. I got a weak wrist. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I like beef. I'm going to show you how I drain mine. Can y'all see? Okay. As long as you can see. So you don't pour that down your drain. Here I come, y'all. Let me fill my pot. I like to cook on this side. It's just a bigger eye. Okay. And then all I do is take, I want y'all to see what I do. But I just take mine and press it. And press it. Just like that. I just press all the grease out that I can get out. Because you're going to have some grease. Okay, you're going to have some grease. This is how I do mine. Let me go get a bowl. Hold on 1 second. I'll show you how much grease I pressed out. bowl, but I couldn't find the other one. So what I do is, you know, God blessed me to design my kitchen the way I wanted it. Everything that I asked for, I had to take the opportunity to think about what worked for me, because it don't work for everybody else. And if I need more grease than this, then you just get a smaller strainer. But I need more. Let me show you what I got out of that. Okay. Okay. And that's going in the tray. It ain't going down my sink. When you get through, you have a little goodness left, put it back in now. Run your water and your stuff. Dawn cuts the grease. So what they say, Dawn cuts it. So now, let me turn you around. Come on. I did that. Thank God. That's what I need, more eggs. So let me turn you around. That's what we got, and I just scraped the last. This is trash. So what I did was, the rest of that little juice, I'm just gonna fold it in there like that. Okay? So that's my chili. I just made me some varsity chili. I got my stuff soaking. So now I'm just gonna make me some quick coleslaw. Alright? Normally when I make my coleslaw, I use my food processor. But if it's just me, I can live without it because I can crunch some onions. That don't bother me. But this song said a little weight don't bother me. It does not bother me. Hold on 1 second. What I do with the rest of my stuff is I take my Winnie's, whatever packet come in, you know, whatever pack mine come in, I just take them like that, and I put them in the Ziploc bag. I know I'm sweating. I got a little fan. Y'all know I've been going through my little hot flashes, but I put these in my Ziploc bag. You wait till God continue to lift me up forever. How my ladder gonna be greater than my path. So that'll go in the freezer or the refrigerator, and I'm gonna wrap the chili up. Finna check on the thing. So now all we got left to do is make coleslaw, and we're doing good. And then I'll put some onions, or you can get you some. I'm gonna tell you something else. Catering My Way with Willie J has come out with a barbecue sauce, and y'all know I still love my $1 million barbecue sauce. But it's room at the table, and he's come out with his, and you can get you some bell peppers and onions, and you could fry those Winnies if you want to. You can roast those Winnies in the oven if you ain't in no hurry. You know, you can take this, you can eat this with some crackers if you want to. You can eat it with some cornbread with a little type of sour cream and some cheese on top. That's country eating. Let me get some foil. But Willie came out, and I'm gonna show it to you all. And y'all know I designed my kitchen the way I wanted it. I'm gonna show you Willie's sauce. And And look what I did. All my drawers are deep. See? I buy the big stuff because I'm forever cooking and baking. All right? All right. I just want y'all to know that. Let's check these work. You know how when you work somewhere, you have to keep up your station. Keep up your workstation. You see how what I'm doing to these? They cooking kind of slow, but they cooking. I ain't gonna add no more oil. I ain't gotta mess with them or nothing. They just cooking. Between the heat, the steam, you know, they just cooking. You know, unless you want them all over the place. And I don't own a deep fryer. Don't judge me. I don't judge you for using one. All right, I don't. And my food processor tore up, so I can't process my onions. But normally, I do. Now, it's a rainy day. It's a Lifetime Movie Network day. If it ain't thundering and lightning, it may be a baking day for me. Whatever your day produces. If you ain't got the money, cook at home. Who done passed away? Who done passed away? I'm very sorry I haven't been watching. What? But oh Lord, Linda, my deepest heartfelt condolences. I can't make your whole name out. She said her husband passed away. Keep in your prayer. Because I know if something happened to mine, I'm going to need y'all. Oh, I'm going to need you. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. So what I use in my coleslaw, I keep it simple. Normally, I make a sauce, but seeing that I don't have a food processor, I use onions, everything green. I use me some mayonnaise and a little hint of mustard, a tiny tab of vinegar, and I use some sugar and a little squishy bit of milk. And what you need to do is go ahead and make a milk bath, right? Okay. So we're gonna make a milk bath real quick. The milk bath is sugar and milk combined, and we're gonna pour that over and cream with a little mayonnaise, okay? Now let me tell you the key to that. Everybody don't like mayonnaise in their coleslaw. So, if you ever making coleslaw, like my pastor does not like mayonnaise. If you ever making coleslaw for someone, now it can be as sweet as you want it. For someone that don't like mayonnaise, make a milk bath. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my sweet relish. Let me get my mayo. I'm going to show you the coleslaw, but you make a milk bath. All right? And I need to get some milk, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take, normally I put it all in a food processor. But we already got the sugar. Yeah, it's hard times for people. My heart goes out to her. And I really do send her my condolences. You know, I don't know what be going on with you all because we don't have each other's numbers, but don't even worry about that you hadn't been Honey Dukes. You already know. You've been watching me. You already know Monica Bernie, my baby. Okay? So I have all kind of whisk. And we're going to use a whisk, right? I make a straining coleslaw. Yes, I like Asian, but this is going on a hot dog. And to be honest, when my food processor work, I like to grind my own coleslaw. I don't want no carrots. I don't want nothing in it. Sometimes I like it just like that, the way I'm making it, salt and pepper. So we just done that. I'm gonna push y'all back. Yeah, y'all please keep it in your prayers. Okay, y'all can see me pretty good. So we already got the milk. We got some milk and sugar. We're going to add some everything green. I like Asian coleslaw too. I like broccoli coleslaw too. I do. My husband ain't no big coleslaw eater like that. Okay, we're going to add, this is mine, we're going to add some mayo. You can improvise any way you want to with whatever you cook and however you choose to cook it. I like Duke's. You might like Miracle Whip. Whoever y'all like. Just know how much. Let me get that about a cup. Stir it in now. I always add me a little vinegar, white distilled vinegar. And it also keeps your coleslaw from being, you know, start to look funny early. So let's get a little vinegar. I know I got some because I've been making red velvets. I just got back from dropping a red velvet cake off. That's why I was out and about. All right, let's get a cap full of vinegar. Like that. You don't got to. I put vinegar in my potato salad. Am I the only one put vinegar in your potato salad? I put vinegar in my potato salad. Not bad right there. All right. Go ahead now. We can add some onions and some sweet relish. We ain't even got our slaw yet. Because when we fold this up there, you don't want your slaw. And see, I would cut these onions up smaller. But I don't have my food processor. Sweet relish. I don't use cube, I use relish. And you know, I really like to drain my relish. Depending on how big a bag of coleslaw I got. Okay, go ahead and add you some pepper. Let me taste that. Okay, now I need to get a bigger bowl. Hold on. Let me get the coleslaw. Hold on. Today I bought this coleslaw. My weenies are almost ready. I'm ready to fix y'all a sandwich. All right. What was that? Hold on, my comment stopped. I put, oh, you do? Yeah, I put vinegar in mine too. Just like the coleslaw. And you can use any kind of coleslaw you want. That's the good thing about how you like it. Do it the way you like it. All right, can you see? So that's my coleslaw. I'll just put this in here. Just like that. And you learn, you know, with me, you might say, why is it taking you so long to find a bowl? Because when I cook different things, I know what bowl to use. Or else it ain't gonna work. Now at first your coleslaw may seem like you didn't put enough in there. Remember, you got milk in here. It's gonna stretch. And if you put too much, it's gonna be so runny and soupy on your hot dog or next to your pinto bean, like this coleslaw. If I put some pinto beans on for Sunday, I'm gonna eat some of this coleslaw with it. Nowadays, mamas, comfort cooking nowadays. You did what, baby? Mother Linda, I learned most of my cooking from Mom. That's right. Oh, wow, that is good. Most of the time you do learn from Mama or Grandmama or Auntie Mama. That's how I learned mine. I learned mine from my mom and my aunt and my grandma. My mama's mama. That's who I learned all my stuff from. My mom and her mama.
And believe it or not, you might say, oh, I don't know. But this got so much. And it ain't gonna do nothing but settle and come on up. Yeah. Whoever you learn from, that's who you learn from. We can learn something from each other, anybody. That's your choice. You know, you can sit in a classroom and don't learn nothing. You can be in a class and everybody have learned something from that teacher. You didn't learn nothing from that teacher because you didn't want to learn. Because you know in life, ain't no one person going to be the only person to show you something. So, if I'm in school and everybody in the school have passed their basic skills test, you know, all the different names of the tests that they give, milestone, and you are not passing, and you've been tested and you don't have any, listen a little bit, you don't have any conditions that's holding you back, then you have to then go to the next thing and say, why are you not learning? Everybody else, ain't nothing wrong with that teacher. Ain't nothing wrong with that teacher. Then you have to go sometimes ask the parent at home, are you having any behavior problems with your child? I mean, is your child giving you any little disobedient things? It just may be, you know, it might just be that your child is trying to tell that teacher something too. It could be something going on at home. Kids, they engage and they react with their emotions. Sometimes it's because the mom and daddy getting a divorce and it's an elephant in the room and ain't nobody listening to the child crying over their daddy or their mama breaking up. But you can learn from anybody. You really can. I took home ec. I took all that in school. But it didn't matter if I didn't want to learn. My mama taught us all to cook, but my baby sister don't like to cook. She'll eat it, but she don't like to cook it. You know how that goes. Cooking is just a life skill. That's something you gotta have. And if you don't, somebody else gotta learn it for you to eat. It's not that big of a deal. You either gonna like the way I do it, or you ain't gonna do it the way I do it. Right. We all cook differently. We all raise our kids different. We learn different. We got different life skills, different beliefs, different religions. We're different. Twins are different, even when they're identical. And what we call identical is a look. But sometimes identical twins don't even look nothing alike. But they're identical in their DNA and everything. I don't know all that. That must be true. Okay? So now, we've done that. The windows are turned off. And they don't get that much bigger. So let me show you the hot dogs. Because I'm going to line everything up so we can put it together. Alright. We got the coleslaw. We're going to make a hot dog out of this worm with some fried potatoes and onions. The bun that I'm using today is a big bun because the hot dogs are big. So let's go check on that real quick. Yeah, we do things different, but as long as we do them. You know, I tell people all the time, you can't tell somebody their mama can't cook. If the mama gave them taste buds, they used to the way she cooked. So that's how the larger hot dogs look. Okay, I've turned them off. The potatoes, I'm gonna pump up the heat just a tiny bit because I'm ready to eat. And they really about finished. Okay, I'm just gonna give them just a little more heat. Just a little more. Let them pump up just a little bit. Okay, then we'll turn them off. So now I'm gonna show you the hot dog bun. Where did you get I got these at Kroger, but they sell Roger Woods everywhere around here. Now I don't know where you live, And they had my water on sale. Baby, they had my Coors water on sale. This was $2. Got me a couple of them. And they are, these particular ones are how many ounces? These are the 30-ounce ones. Like 4 cups of water. Now, I could have put diced tomatoes and anything. Let me find my hot dog. I was going to start putting groceries in. So, I'm using, like, a lot of times I do bell peppers and onions when I make big Polish hot dogs. I'm using the hoagie rolls for the hot dogs. Because those Roger Woods, them things big. That's like 2 hot dogs. You can cut it in half if you only want 1 hot dog. But these gonna look like a foot long. Alright? Get a plate and we finna get started. Oh yeah, I drink their water. I like their water, and I just got a few groceries. I got stuff I need to do around here. But I ate some Lunchables. Alright. Let's get ready to fix it. Because I get on here messing with bacon stuff. That's where my money go in bacon. Like I say, the butter is on sale. I like Coors water. I mean, water is water. I just like it. Come on, y'all. Let's get us a plate and get started. So what I do, I'm gonna take these hot dog bones, run them through the microwave. You've never seen Roger Wood. Well, see, you in California, Monique. Y'all might have another brand. It's just a smoked sausage. That's all it is. And like I say, you can not have to have a big bun if you don't want a big bun. But when Kelby or different ones come over and they having some, I take one of these. Be like a foot long. I put bell peppers. I put onions. I got to show y'all Willie's barbecue sauce too. And Lisa Noman, she got a sauce, and she told me she got seasoning. They moving, honey. They doing their thing. Y'all, I got on my little ladder, and I'm gonna throw them away. I got on my ladder and I cleaned out my microwave. Yeah, connector sausage is good. Yep, I use connector. Cook it for breakfast a lot. And they real good too. They got a good taste. I hate the skin on connector. These gotta be put on the way. I hate the skin on connector sausage, but they still look good sausage. I do agree with you. It's a good sausage. So you just want to warm it up, and you can take this if you want to and be fancy. And you can put this, you can take it if you want to and toast it on top of the stove. You can get a fancy plate. I'm gonna get you a plate. How about that? So we're gonna set this up. Ed, you ready to eat? Huh? So I'm gonna see if you're ready to eat. If not, I'm gonna fix mine. Yeah, you can grill it. Huh? I said, are you ready to eat? Huh? So we finna fix Eddie's first. And then we're gonna... Your hot dog.
We'll be about to work on this thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know.
Put a new faucet in the bathroom.
We just put one in there.
No, one in the hall. You know, I got the hot water turned off because it won't shut off.
Okay.
I just don't put it in, just bring one out and put it in. I'll take care of it.
All right. This is Eddie's. We're gonna put some mustard on his. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him some chili. I'm gonna put him no coleslaw. I don't think he ain't said so. You want any coleslaw? Just a little bit. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna show it to you. Well, call Gwen because she ever called once. I'm online. Okay, let me get rid of the scoop. I'm gonna show it to you. I don't know how much this hot dog will cost. I don't know. I don't know how much. Let me put him some flavors on him. Now let me show it to y'all. If you give me a stool, I'm gonna show it to you. I got intercom system throughout this whole house. We got it. My husband got cameras through the whole house. You didn't know that? Every room we in, from the time I pull up, let me show them your food. From the time I pull up to look at that. From the time I pull up outdoors, my husband can hear everything. All right, there you go. There you have it. He'll be asleep after this. Ooh-wee. Let's make another one. Okay, husband, you ready? I think I put some salt. You don't need no more salt, but you can check to see. Here you go. I told you check it first before you over salt, Eddie. I'm telling you, I use salt. Please check before you over salt yourself. Be somewhere swimming like a monkey. The little rascal. Blood pressure gonna be so up.
Maybe like Charles.
Acting like who?
Charles on this one.
Oh, Eddie, your lunch is ready. I only cook for you.
Yeah.
Eddie, your lunch is ready. It's waiting for you. I know you know it. They hating on you. 'Cause Netta cooks all the food for Charles, her boo-boo. And Charles, your lunch is right out. See, it don't take a whole lot now. That's enough chili. That's enough. You just keep spreading that thing on down at that bone like that. Ooh-wee. Right there. Just like that. Mama. This is when you ain't got no boyfriend and you ain't kissing. Add you some onions. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Okay, when I can't get the lid on. Then we're gonna add some coleslaw. I'm gonna add a little coleslaw. Like that. You like ketchup? I don't like ketchup on mine. Let me get some taters. What y'all think? No time to be kissing. Listen, you don't have to eat this whole hot dog. Just like when you go to a restaurant. I ain't gotta eat this whole hot dog. I'm just fixing a hot dog. I got enough sense to know I'm finna bag up all this stuff in Ziploc bags. I'm finna straighten my kitchen up. I am human like y'all. I have to eat. It doesn't mean my stomach is your stomach. Okay, let's understand this. When I don't cook, y'all worry me to cook. When I cook, you don't want me to eat what I cooked, but it's all right for you to cook. I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and this is a serious question. This is not even trying to be smart. Why do people that are not overweight tell you this is unhealthy? Eating at McDonald's is unhealthy. Pizza is unhealthy. But they not eating like Tabitha Brown. If you say McDonald's is unhealthy, whether you skinny or big, you shouldn't eat it. If you really say you about a lifestyle change, you change your life and don't go back to what you got rid of. A dog don't eat its own vomit. I just want to ask that question. I don't know how many people I got on here. I really don't care. But I seen Tabitha Brown. And don't act like you ain't seen her. Y'all, she done went. She's blown up. I'm so happy for her. You got to learn how to be happy for people. But when Tab made her mind up to change, she wasn't on no Daniel fast. She wasn't on John the Baptist fast. She wasn't on no fast from noodles. She wasn't on no low carbs. She made a choice to change what she ate. And then she eats raw at times so that she will make sure she gets her fresh vegetables in. If you tell me this is not good for me, then why would you eat it just because you're smaller than me? The restaurants shouldn't be full. If all you people that see somebody overweight eat, then why do you get in line and eat? You know skinny people dying too and having heart attacks. Got high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetics. You know it ain't based on just your weight, right? I just want to know, if you really think this bad for me, why are you watching me? Why you got people tell folks take a bite of food and eat for them? You trying to preserve your body, but you want to blow somebody else's body up. That was said. That's a commercial, right? If you so sure what you say is accurate, because you are smaller than someone, you don't eat that either. Show me the example. You don't go to Wendy's. You don't go to Golden Corral. You don't go to Pizza Hut. You don't go to Red Lobster. You eat fresh fruits and vegetables. You grow your garden. You get what I'm trying to say? You let me see the change you want me to see. You shouldn't have no problem. And your kids and your grandchildren shouldn't be eating like this. That's all. I'm not mad at you. Are you mad at me? I just thought about that. Because, you know, there are some people cook real late at night. They eat late. They plate be bigger than this, Crystal Katie Woot Woot. And don't nobody say nothing because they skinny. But if somebody blow up and get more money than you, they boasting and bragging. So when people are opposite of you, wherever you think their weakness is, you come for them. I'm going to keep cooking. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. You don't have to worry. You ain't got to get on the scale. You ain't going to take this nap with me. I might not even fix it the way you want it. But I'm in my house with the camera on. And you're welcome to stay. You're welcome to have something what I have. I ain't cooking nothing different for you. Now you can come over here and get you a plate. But I'm not going to get back in this kitchen and cook something totally different. You can come eat what I got. This is what I got. I came out that rain. I come in this kitchen. I gave you words of inspiration. And I cooked. You can have one of these. But stop picking at people because they're different than you. You don't like it when people are more educated. You get mad when people say, somebody made a comment, everybody a doctor now. Well, they got their PhD. They went to the highest level of learning for whatever they went to school for. You can't get mad because they got a PhD. You can get one if you want to go back to school. But nobody's dogging nobody out. But you got to learn how to be happy for people. We ain't happy for people. Somebody got something we ain't got, we mad. Nope, I ain't gonna get mad. Just go get it. And let me show it to you. I love everybody. And I probably ain't gonna never be super skinny. And the man I'm with, he like the pushing. He like the cushion. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the size. He ain't that. Y'all take a picture and send it to me. And he ain't the same size when I got with him. Good, you heard that? That's what made me get tired and sweaty and weak. Oh God, we thank you for this food we're about to receive. Sanctified and purified to the nourishment of my body, traces. Oh God, that it'll do what it need to do. And when I don't need no more, fill my stomach, God. Oh, until I overflow. And Father God, I ask you to bless it and stretch it. And anyone that don't have nothing to eat, Lord. And the people out there in the rain and living under the bridges and folks that's aching in their body and can't get up. Lord, touch them and let somebody have a heart to bring them something to eat. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, I'm about to bless it and stretch it. I'll take and give y'all a bite. Let's try it. I don't have to have a lot of ketchup and stuff. But I have not showed y'all Catering My Way with Willie J. But you know what? I was tasting his stuff. I don't like nobody big. My mama said children will beg your food out your hand. Go fix your own plate. With them onion, them caramelized onion. Maybe Weight Watchers next week, not this week. I'm not watching my weight. I'm in a hurricane. I can't be picky in a hurricane. I gotta eat what I got. Hold on 1 minute before y'all go. Hold on. Get you some water out the refrigerator and put you some more in there. Hold on, look at my water's in the refrigerator. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my Coors that's cold. This ain't no Coors Light. This is a core water. Get me core. This is Cater My Way with Willie J. All right. This is his new barbecue sauce. I'm going to put a little squishy bit because I think it's a dipping sauce too. Because I tasted it already. Go get your bottle and support Willie J. It's enough for everybody. Still get your $1 million barbecue. I don't care what nobody say. I love me some Bet and James. Now, Willie's barbecue sauce is thick. And I want to show y'all. Tastes better than ketchup. Let me show y'all. You can thin Willie's barbecue sauce out. Because it's so thick. You can thin it if you want to. I'm going to do me some pork chops with it. And y'all, it tastes like barbecue sauce, but it don't. It don't. This probably going to be my favorite little dipping sauce. My God, man. Let me put some more on the plate. Because he ain't going to give me too many bottles for free. You know, you got to sew into people. You see what I mean when you can thin it out? Because it's thick. But baby, that's good. That is really good. Eddie going to love this on his steak. See, this ain't just for ribs and chicken. I got some now. This is good. I'm about just going to eat me some potatoes. You know, sometimes I just don't use the hot dog bun. I just put everything in a bowl and then just eat it like that. Take a bite of that for y'all. This is Cater My Way with Willie J. You know I call him Willie Earl. Let me take a bite of this hot dog. I can't eat all of it. I can't eat all that hot dog. Because if I eat all that hot dog, I won't be able to do what I need to do. Get your water. Willie did a good job. I like it. You may not. Some of y'all don't like my sauce. But I promise you I ain't gonna lie. It's good. And I'm waiting on Lisa Nonan's sauce. I heard hers was good too. And y'all see, just like that, they become content creators. That's why I say don't think so high of yourself. And just like that, they just like me. Just content creators. Nobody. No matter how many people you got, you making content. So, I put everything together so in case the storm comes. This is good. But the way my body's set up, I eat this to be dinner and now. Because when you have an inactive thyroid, you don't be hungry that much. Diane Kimball said, Dr. Knowing sauce is delicious. I believe it. I believe that. I talked to her last night. I'm so proud of the crew. One thing about it, and two things for sure. The people that I call the crew are people that God put together, kept together, stuck together, love together, and support together. And believe me, I support her
And I'm going to have hers. I just talked to her last night. I called her to check on her. Because she down there in this storm system. And I want to make sure my baby was all right. She doing good. Oh, you said that right, Elma. A nice ginger ale so you can burp. I have to get my water in. But y'all, I'm telling you, this right here, this Willie's barbecue sauce is good. And don't forget $1 Million Barbecue. Also, don't forget to support Jeanette Alexander. Honey, homemade. I don't know if she's going to be selling, but she makes the best pickle juice, picklings, canning. I need some more pepper juice. She sweet as she can be, sweet as pie. Good eat sweet treats. Get your tea cakes. Get your sweet potato pie. Your 7-Up if you want a 7-Up. I make 7-Ups too. Get your Sweet Creations by Melinda G. Y'all, this is it for me. I'm gonna put it in the microwave. Because if I eat too fast or eat too much, I get heartburn. Sweet Creation by Melinda. She will hook. She will hook you up. Thank you. My seasonings are coming back. They're on the way up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I got some bottles. If I bless somebody with some of this right now, you know how many people be mad at me? So, I don't know how much I got left on the market. But I got some of them. I ain't got no big ones. All right. We did that. Car's water. Now I'm going to tell you what I typically do. I wait 30 minutes after I eat. Typically. Oh, yeah, I want you to do that. I'm going to have a salad. Yes. Let me tell you something else. I can't eat like that every day. But I normally wait 30 minutes to drink water. To give my food a chance to digest. If you're going to have gastric bypass surgery, if you're going to have the sleeve, if you're going to have any weight loss surgery, please make up in your mind that you're ready to change the way you eat. I was watching a program. I use everything with Ziploc. I was watching a program. I'm about to let y'all go, I promise. I was watching a program. How many people remaining? That remaineth the rest. Lindsay, I was watching a program. And it was with weight loss surgery. I can't think of the name of it. They were over there in British government. The show comes on some British network channel. And it showed people having cosmetic surgery, weight loss surgery, dental surgery. Because see, did you know people over there, British government people, the people over there across the waters, they got bad teeth. For some reason, all that the dental is real bad. They got a lot, even actresses, it costs so much to straighten their teeth. So, they were showing where people had traveled outside of the UK to get the procedures done. Because it's ridiculous over there. Their money is worth more than ours. So this is how I do my cleanup. I put everything in these size half-a gallon bags up to a gallon. And then I put it on a cooking sheet and slide it in my refrigerator. That way, if my husband want hot dogs or anything, he just go look and pull it out, slide it out, and put it back in. I'll wash the bowl. The next thing is the chili. It's gonna cool off. Put your bag. Yeah, $400 to get a tooth for. Let me tell you, Barbara Heston. So this girl had went to have weight loss surgery, and they hard on you over there. They weigh you by kilograms and kilometers and all of that. And I mean, to weigh 300 pounds over there, you are. I mean, you're already morbidly obese, but you're big because their portions and stuff is. They don't typically have extremely big people. But anyway, they so. Boy, you think Dr. Now is rough. Those people do not play about you coming in there and thinking you're going to have an easy way out. I was like, my God, they don't play. And y'all, they don't make it affordable. Because they mean you're going to try to lose weight on your own. When they tell you you ain't getting it, you ain't getting it. So people had got botched up surgeries because they left their country. They were coming to the United States. But you got to change the way you eat. And you can put this in the freezer and freeze it. You can't freeze this, but you can freeze this till the next time. Then you just take another one and you put your winnies in there. 2.2 kilograms equals 1 pound. She weighed over 600 pounds. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I just was watching the episode. The woman didn't look like the one I watched, she didn't look like she weighed 600 pounds. But, you know, it's 600-pound life, so. But the point of the matter is that they were talking and told them in a consultation that, you know, you can't have this surgery. You won't be able to have it. You must lose some weight. And you must lose the weight. And she was like, but I can't do it. She says, well, you can't stop the way you eat. Then you can't have this surgery. That's what she told her. You can't have this surgery. I'm finna put up everything we just took. And they meant every word they said. So you got to change the way you eat, the way you think, the way you live. You know, I love Tabitha Brown because I was watching her before I ever thought about being a content creator because I didn't think about being one. I just was putting my videos up here in case something happened to me, Kelby could find my food. I thought about nothing. I didn't know what viral was. He's like, you can't have the surgery if you don't hit the walk to have the surgery. I said, well, let's have the surgery. She says, you can't have mine. It's not possible. We're not going to pay. We're not going to pay for it. And you know, their medical and stuff is free. They denied them. I'm not going to pay for it if you're not going to change the way you act. You must. So see, everything I just messed my kitchen up. Except for the potatoes. I got one more bag. So, there go 3 of them. They're going on the cooking sheet. Now I'm going to put the potatoes. I'm going to wash everything up so I can go and I don't have to. All I got to do now is put the potatoes up. Even sitting down, even if you can't walk good, you can take care of you. So, I'm going to wash my dishes up. You have to have a mindset. Let me close with this because for some reason today, I really have a very strong intellectual pull on me. I got a very strong teaching, and I don't want to keep y'all on here no longer because you've been faithful for a couple of hours. I just really have to say this in my closing because in all you're getting, you need to get an understanding. One thing you're not working on and the one thing that you can have everything on, you keep omitting it and going around the corner because you don't want to do it. If you want what you want and you believe you can get it, there's one thing
One thing God told you to do. Do y'all know what he told you to do? Lakeisha, do you know what he told you to do? Do you know? There's one thing that he required. Yeah, I did. Your mama did fried potatoes. Yeah, it's one of them days. But we go around the mulberry bush and we don't want to do it. I want to see everybody win. If you want weight loss surgery, do it. Make your mind up. If you don't help it, it's going to stop working. One thing, Kayla Murray, that he told you that you can have everything. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Not yours. His. How he would view things. How he set precedents. And all things will be added to you. Not your way. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. And he said, if you do that, that's seeking kingdom principles. All things will be added to you. Well, what do you mean? What you want, all things, the things you're not even aware, can be added to you. If you become successful right now and you don't know how to handle your money, you need him to add that to you. Are you going to be like putting your money in a hole, in a bag with holes in it? You got to do the work for God to do his part. You got to do the work for surgery. You got to show them doctors you willing to lose weight and change. Because if you lose weight just to get the surgery and start eating it, let me tell you something. People that lose weight eat just what I ate. People that had the gastric is still eating the wrong things because their mind hadn't changed. Their stomach just can't hold it. Baby, I almost ran. I almost took off Janice Gillis. Their stomach can't hold it. Their mind ain't changed. There are people right now married but single. You know, when you file your taxes, for all of us that's been self-employed, and we pay quarterly taxes. And sometimes when you're trying to get a little bit more, you'll file married but higher than single. So they can take a little bit more out your check. You didn't change nothing. Your stomach can't hold it. So what happens? I just want to ask this because I know I'm supposed to let y'all go. What happens when your stomach start to hold everything you ain't supposed to have? You're going to end up where you started from. What happened if God give you everything and you ain't learned kingdom principles? You're going to end up losing everything. What does it profit a man to gain the world? You know, went through all that and almost died trying to be thin just to gain it back. Just to go back on the medication. No, you better change your mindset. Because you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. You can even lose. I have lost 2 times in my life over 100 pounds, 123 pounds one time, another time 150. I did it on my own. As a matter of fact, before I had this injury, I was going to Zumba, and I was down 75 pounds. And I was on my way back. And I was watching Tabitha Brown, and I said I was going to do vegan. And in 2018, I did vegan for 1 whole year. Got hurt in 2019. Put on over 100 pounds, steroids and everything. Eating the wrong things, eating what people brought me. Some people make themselves sick. If you got bad acid reflux, why are you eating pizza? Why you eat anything with tomatoes? Tracy got to be careful. She loves tomatoes and tomato sandwiches. You don't have to give me no meat. But tomatoes cause inflammation. Y'all, can y'all just stay with me till I watch these videos up? Tomatoes cause inflammation. So, if I keep eating them every day, I'm gonna end up having a flare. So Tracy has to talk to herself and speak over herself and encourage herself. And I'm talking this way because I'm talking about myself. I'm speaking to myself. I'm talking in third person. Faithful has to. She has to tell herself, as much as you like them, they're not a friend. And every now and then, I'll give you the desires of your heart. But in the meantime and in between time, you and tomatoes can't keep fooling with each other. It's no different than that man you hate. That ain't no good. That's my friend, Dee Dee. I love you. How you and Mark doing? Dee Dee Howard Florence is my friend. That's the one I used to tell y'all about. You can't shake him because he done released himself in you so much, and you attracted to his spirit. And you may call him your soulmate, but it might just be something else. And as much as you know you don't need him, you keep climbing in bed till you get a baby by him. That ain't gonna change who he is. You knew who he was before you got the baby. See, all these are life lessons. That's what we talk about in Bible study. Some people ain't gonna never change. Some people gonna like people that don't like you, and then they'll scrap. Ain't nothing wrong with them. But if the person could do it one way, they can do it another way. Some people say, oh, he ain't like that. I changed him. You can't change nobody. Only God can change a person. And some of y'all call God all the time. He don't answer. Because he know you ain't changed. He know your heart ain't changed. And some people only like you as long as you're doing something for them. As long as you're doing things the way they want you to do it, they like you. It ain't gonna be that way. You can't let that be. Because if God tells you to go, you gotta do what God tells you to do. And some people, you're gonna be a better friend to them than they'll ever be to you. And you'll help more people out in life than they'll ever help you. Don't let them change you. They just ain't got it in them to help and do nothing for nobody, and they want to hinder you from doing it. Some people ain't gonna never do nothing for nobody, not their mama or nobody. They ain't in them, they ain't that type of person. Some people ain't gonna love if they own. I don't care if your kid don't do nothing for you. Your child gonna inherit everything because it's your child. So to the niece and nephew that's doing everything, you can forget it. She ain't gonna give you that. Because she see that only her kids deserve what she got. But they ain't doing nothing for her. Alright, let's put up one more thing. I'm gonna let y'all go. Some people right now won't come give you a drink of water, won't visit you, won't wipe your butt, won't check on you, or nothing. And you'll have the nerve to say, oh, that's my cousin. I don't care about your cousin. Day, yeah, Smoke. That's your cousin. Yeah, that's my cousin. Well, you fine. You fine. We got one more bag. So I don't have any right now to order. You can when I get come on over here. Let's put this last set of stuff up and I can get finished. So if you're doing it to think they're gonna change their trajectory of who getting their stuff, you better be doing it from your heart. Cause I told y'all a story about that girl. As soon as her aunt died, her daughter put her out. I didn't know how to help her. See, in real estate, it's hard. Hey, Garnett Bell. I love you, Garnett. It's hard. It's hard when you go list properties and you know why you listing them. Your heart go out to people. I had lost a deal. I had made a bid on a house, and I had lost it. About 3 days later, the listing agent contacted me. She said, Tracy, is your client still interested? Are you still interested in the house? And I said, yes, I'm still interested. She was like, you want to send the offer? She didn't discuss the other offer because she's working for her client. I sent it over. We won. We closed the house. I said, what? After we closed, I talked to the agent. You know, agents talk to each other. I said, well, what happened? Did it not pass home inspection? Because I wanted to make sure, you know, that my clients wasn't going to walk into, you know, because some people, you tell them to have a home inspection, but they just can't afford it. And so anyway, she said, nope. She said, they got a divorce instead. I said, what? She said, yeah, they got a divorce. She said, see, they thought buying a house was going to help their problems. But she said that wasn't a problem. They just had fallen out of love. She said, so there you have it. That's all of it right there. She said, so they ended up getting a divorce. She said, it was cheaper than buying a house. So, okay. So, as you can see, this is finna go on my refrigerator. I got the fried potatoes and onions, coleslaw, the homemade chili, and I got the hot dogs. And they finna go be slid in the refrigerator. I'm gonna finish doing my kitchen. I got a few more dishes to wash up, put up, and I'll be done. So it was cheaper. It was cheaper to get a divorce. And so we won the contract. Listen, please support my nephew. Cater My Way with Willie J. This is good. And I can see this more for me, like with them fried potatoes and onions. And y'all, when it sit out for a while, it stick. But look, it loosens itself. Just like anything else that's not cold. But I recommend that when you open anything from anyone, and I know some people don't like cold cold ketchup. They don't like cold mayonnaise. But I put my mustard, my ketchup, and my mayonnaise in the refrigerator. Because this day and age, you don't really know how long of shelf life, because your house has a different temperature. Let me tell you this story. I'm going to let y'all go. There was a lady ordered 2 bottles of my everything sauce. And she told me that they had bulked up. They had gotten swollen. And I knew what kind of bottle. I put it in a pedal bottle, you know, for food and everything. And I was like, it's swole. She was like, yeah. And I was like, well, did you refrigerate it? Because I had told her to refrigerate it. And I said, but then you asked me, could you leave it out? I said, don't open it, right? You can leave it out a little bit. It's fine. You buy sauces on the shelf. Y'all, she lived where it was about 100 degrees. Her food pantry was in her garage, in the carport. No heat, no air. Her bottles puffed up and swole because the heat and the temperature got trapped inside the bottle. I asked her, do you keep your ketchup and everything out there? She said, yeah, my ketchup do that. I said, ma'am, your carport too hot. You're going to get sick. Everything in there is cooking. You basically got it in a canteen. It's cooking. She was like, well, I didn't think about that. I said, ma'am, that's why it's bubbling. And I told her to throw it away. I said, I want you to throw it away. And y'all know I do right by people. I sent her some more. And she thanked me. She said, I just want to pay for it. And I told her, if you want to, but you don't have to. And she said, well, how about I pay for 1 bottle? And you know, you give it. I did. She paid for 1 and I gave it to her. You cannot, if you have your washing machine and dryer outside in your carport, and right above that is a little places that you can stock your stuff, you be careful. Because depending on where you live and how hot it is, because some people put window fans in there. Just depends on how it's made. You're going to recook your stuff. keep your laundry detergent, and you got to be careful with Clorox and stuff like that. You got to be careful with Lysol. You can keep your powdered stuff out there, but you got to be careful if it get real hot, because that stuff will explode. It will explode, and that's just it, because it's still cooking. It's too hot. I keep things, I put all my butter in. I don't put all my butter in the refrigerator. Not margarine I do, but butter I don't. And the reason why I don't keep it long enough, I just bought 11 packs of butter. And by the time I get through baking, that butter gonna be gone. But what I do when I buy a lot of butter, I put it in the freezer. Like if I'm not gonna bake a bunch, I just go in the freezer. And then I take out how much I need. If it's a lot, like what I got now, it's gonna go in the freezer. Because I already got some butter sitting out, so I'm gonna take the 11 that I bought, put it in the freezer. Because I'm not gonna use 4 packs of butter that I got out now. So I'm gonna put it in the deep freeze because it was on sale. Alright, I'm sorry, I done got started. Yeah, the washing machine, it can be in a carport. That's how they get older homes, and ain't nothing wrong with that. The problem is that they get heated up. So please be careful. They get heated up. The carports get heated up, and that's how they get older houses, older brick houses. They didn't combine it. It's a way you can combine them to your house, depending on how your kitchen is made. If it's made into that square shape, or if you got a hangover, it's a way you can put a door. Remove that door and put a door in your kitchen where you have access to go in and out of your laundry room. And I'm going to tell you, carports that have the wash and dry, baby, it get cold. In the wintertime, you don't want to go out there and wash your car. You got to do what you got to do. That's how they used to do it. And it's not uncommon, so... I'm not talking about, I'm only reason why I mentioned it where it was at, because what happened to her sauce. The sauce heated up and was about to explode. What did she say? What did you say about the storm system? Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all just helping me clean up so I can get it done quicker. What did she say about the storm system? What did she say? Pray for everyone in the path of Helene. She's moving fast. It's a category 3 now, Lord. Has it made land yet? You enjoy me run in between naps. Y'all keep my run in prayer. He doing good. He coming a long way, but y'all... Ron is a double amputee now. He had to get his other leg removed. But Ron still gets in his car and drive. But Ron had to have his other leg removed. Ron Ross. And even though he's in the hospital and doing his rehab and physical therapy, he still shows up, comes on the live, and he supports. We pray for everybody under the watch for this hurricane. Be careful. And even though I'm inland, because when it rains so much, these big oak trees are falling, we can lose power. So get you some batteries, get you potted meat and stuff that you don't have to cook. Most of all, if you can leave, don't try to ride out a storm. God is just dealing with me. He giving me so many sermons. But don't try to ride a storm that wasn't meant for you. That ain't your storm. That's a storm on the ocean. It's moving your way. You move out the way. Let the storms of life blow. The storms of life will blow. They're sure to come and go. They meet us all at a time when we're calm and doing fine. But the captain of my soul, he's always on board.
He rocks me in his arms while riding through the storm. While riding through the storm, Jesus holds me in his arms, and oh no, I'm not afraid of the storm and winds, no waves, though the tide becomes high. He holds me while I ride, and I found safety in the Master's arms while riding through the storm. And I have no fear of the raging sea, knowing Jesus is forever right here with me. He can speak to the wind and to the waves, and to make them all behave. All powers in the Master's hands, whether it's on sea or on dry land. I found safety in the Master's arms while riding through the storm. I love y'all. Now ask the God cover and keep and protect you. Put a hedge around you, a shield of protection. May he just take Helena and sit her down. Hallelujah. May he let the storm that's headed your way decrease and you increase. Your faith is weak and you need to eat. And faith without works is dead. I dare you to trust the Master that controls the sea. He can speak to the wind and to the waves, and he can make them all behave, because all power is in the Master's hands, whether it's on sea or it's on dry land. You got to find safety in his arms when you ride it through your storm. See y'all later, honeybees.